Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video tutorial, I'll be sharing valuable insights and techniques to help you master the aptitude questions in the GATE examination, making your preparation more effective. Now, let's get started with the video. A certain country has 504 universities of 25,951 colleges. They are categorized into grade 1, 2, 3 as shown in the given pie chart. What is the percentage correct to one decimal place of higher education institutions that fall into grade 3? So now we need to find the among universities and colleges which comes under the category of grade 3. So total number of colleges, that is 25,951, and number of universities are 504. From the pie chart it is clearly shown that 7% among the universities which fall under the grade 3, and among the colleges it is 23 percentage, that is grade 3. So now U equals to number of universities or 504, and C equals to 25,951. So when you add this, that is T equals to U plus C will gives 26,455. Now to find the grade 3 colleges, so let us find from the universities, that is G3 of U, that is grade 3 university. So 7 percentage, so 7 by 100 into total number of universities 504, which gives 35.28. Similarly, find the among colleges, that is grade 3. So it is clear that it is 23 percentage. So 23 divided by 100 into 25,951, which gives 5,968.73. So total equals to, that is only grade 3 colleges U plus C, which gives 6,004.01. Now the required percentage is G3 of U plus C divided by U plus C. So G3 of U plus C is 6,004.01 divided by total number of colleges 26,455 into 100, which gives 22.7 percentage. So here the option A is right answer. Question number 2. The symbols circle, star, triangle, square are to be filled one in each box as shown below. The rules for filling in the four symbols are as follows. Every row and every column must contain each of the four symbols, and every 2 by 2 square should contain all the four symbols. Which symbol will occupy the box marked with question mark in the partially filled figure? Here the rules for the filling the square are every row and every column must contain all the four symbols. It means that there should be no repeatance in rows or columns. And second condition is every 2 by 2 square should contain all the four symbols. Coming to the solution part, here the given rules are every row and every column must contain each of the four symbols, and every 2 by 2 square should be filled with the four symbols. Now to find the answer, first name the rows with R1, R2, R3 and R4. Similarly, name the columns as C1, C2, C3 and C4. Now in the row 4 we can place with square, and similarly in column number 4 the free space can be filled with square. Next step, in C3 we can place the symbol with circle. Now in C2 column we can place the symbol star in the place of question mark, and which cannot be used in R1 C1 because it is already placed in R4 C4. So now after placing all the symbols at R3 C1, R2 C2, R1 C1, the figure looks like this. So here square, triangle, circle and triangle. So here the question mark has been replaced with the star mark. Hence the answer B is correct. Question number 3. The average of monthly salaries of M, N and S is 4000 rupees. The average of monthly salaries of N, S and P is 5000 rupees. The monthly salary of P is 6000 rupees. What is the monthly salary of M as a percentage of the monthly salary of P? Coming to the solution part, here given are the monthly average salaries of M, N, S is 4000 and N, S, P is 5000. So which can be written as M plus N plus S divided by 3 equals to 4000, and N plus S plus P divided by 3 equals to 5000. So this can be written as M plus N plus S equals to 4000 into 3, which gives 12,000. Similarly, this can be written as N plus S plus P equals to 15,000. So assume it as 1, equation number 1 and equation number 2. So given that salary of P is, monthly salary of the P is 6000. Substitute the equation number 3, that is P value in 2, which gives N plus S plus 6000 equals to 15,000. So N plus S equals to 9,000. Now substitute the value of N plus S in equation number 1, that is M plus 9,000 equals to 12,000, which gives M equals to 3,000, that is 12,000 minus 9,000, which gives 3,000. Now the required salary of M with respect to P, that is percentage of M with respect to P is, the salary of M is 3,000 and the salary of P is 6,000. As we need to find the percentage, multiply with 100. So here, which gives 3 by 6 into 100, which is nothing but an 50 percentage. So answer is A, option A.
Question number 5. A person traveled 80 kilometers in 6 hours. If the person traveled the first part with a uniform speed of 10 kilometers and the remaining part with a uniform speed of 18 kilometers, what percentage of total distance is traveled at a uniform speed of 10 kilometers. So here the total distance traveled by the person is 80 kilometers. So that is D equals to 80 kilometers. And the total time taken for the completion of the journey is 6 hours. But here in the question, the total journey has been divided into two parts. For the first part, the speed of the person is 10 kilometers per hour, and for the second part it is 18 kilometers per hour. So to find the answer, that is percentage of the total distance traveled at a uniform speed of 10 kilometers. Now let us assume that time taken for the first part is t hours. So for the first part it is t hours. So for the second part, total time minus first part. So we'll get 6 minus t. So to calculate the distance equals to speed into time. So as the journey has been divided into two parts. For the first part it is 10 into t. So this is for the first part, plus 18 into 6 minus t. So as it is for the second part. So here the total distance is 80 kilometers. So now the equation can be written as 80 equals to 10t plus 18 6 are 108 minus 18t. Now this can be written as 80 minus 108 equals to 10t minus 18t. So which can be written as minus 28 equals to minus 8t. So t equals to 28 by 8, which is 3.5 hours. So we need to calculate the percentage. So to calculate the percentage, here the total distance traveled with the 10 kilometers per hour is 10 into 3.5. So which is 35 kilometers. So to calculate the percentage of speed within 10 kilometers per hour. So that is 35 is the with 10 kilometers speed, and total distance is 80 into 100, which gives 43.75. When you calculate, you'll get 43.75 percentage. So the option C is correct. Question number 5. 4 girls P, Q, R and S are studying languages in a university. P is learning French and Dutch. Q is learning Chinese and Japanese. R is learning Spanish and French. S is learning Dutch and Japanese. Given that French is easier than Dutch, Chinese is harder than Japanese, Dutch is easier than Japanese, and Spanish is easier than French. Based on the above information, which girl is learning the most difficult pair of languages? So to analyze, first write down the which girl is studying which language. So for that, P is learning French and Dutch. Next, Q is learning Chinese and Japanese. And next, R is learning Spanish and French. And next, S is learning Dutch and Japanese. And given that French is easier than Dutch, so I am using less than symbol. Chinese is harder than Japanese. Dutch is easier than Japanese. French is harder than Spanish. So which can be written as Chinese greater than Japanese greater than Dutch greater than Spanish. So from this we can assume that girl Q is learning most difficult pair of languages, which is Chinese and Japanese. So the answer is B.
Question number 6. 5 persons P, Q, R, S and T are to be seated in a row, all facing in the same direction, but necessarily in the same order. P and T cannot be seated at either end of the row. P should not be seated adjacent to S. R is to be seated at the second position from the left end of the row. The number of distinct seating arrangements possible is. So coming to the solution part, first make an proper drafting of the given information. So the first condition is P and T should not be at end position. And next, P, S should not be adjacent. They should not sit adjacent to both. And next, R should be at second position from left side. So now, so first take the first condition. As there are 5, so I'll draw the 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as P and T should not be at end and R is the second position. So in the second position, first write down the R and next P, T. So rest of the letters Q, S. Now the same can be written with Q, R, T, P, S. And another condition S, R, T, P, Q. So these are the possible conditions to be seated. So the option is 3. That is C is correct answer. Question number 7. A box contains 15 blue balls and 45 black balls. If two balls are selected randomly without replacement, the probability of an outcome in which the first selected is blue ball and the second selected is black ball. So coming to the solution part. So here it is given that the probability of selecting a blue ball on the first draw. There are 15 blue balls out of 16 balls. That is 15 blue plus 45 black balls. So total number of balls are 60 balls in a container. So first the probability of the first drawing being is a blue ball. So that is P1 equals to number of blue balls divided by total number of balls, which can be written as 15 is the number of blue balls and total number of balls are 60, which gives 1 by 4. After balls drawn, there are 59 balls. So as first it is 60, so we have taken one blue ball, so remaining balls are 59. So after the balls drawn, there are 59 balls remaining in the box with 14 blue balls and 45 black balls. Next, to find the probability of selecting black ball in the second draw. There are 45 black balls out of 59 remaining balls. So probability of picking black ball, that is 2, probability 2. Number of black balls by total remaining balls. So number of black balls are 45 and number of black balls are remaining 59. So P1 is 1 by 4, P2 is 45 by 59. Overall probability of the both events happening can be obtained by multiplying the individual event of the probability of drawing the blue ball first and black ball second. That is P1 into P2 equals to 1 by 4 into 45 by 59, which gives 45 by 236. So option B is right answer. Question number 8. The number of hens, ducks and goats in form P are 65, 91 and 169 respectively. The total number of hens, ducks and goats in a nearby form Q is 416. The ratio of hens, ducks, goats in form Q is 5 is to 14 is to 13. All the hens, ducks and goats are sent to from form Q to form P. The new ratio of hens, ducks, goats in form P is. So there are two forms. One is P and another one is Q. The total number of hens, ducks and goats in the form P are individually they have been given 65, 91 and 169. And in the form Q there are total number of ducks, that is D plus H plus G equals to 416. They have not given in an individual, only they have given for the form P. Now, if these 416 have been sent to the form P, what will be the new ratio in form P? Already they have been given only the individuals. Now, in the form Q, they have given in the form of ratio. So first in form Q, the total number of hens, ducks and goats is 416 and the ratio is 5 is to 14 is to 13. So to find the actual number of animals, we need to divide 416 into pots as based on the ratio. So the total number of pots are 5 plus 14 plus 13 equals to 32. To find the individual number of goats, hens and ducks, we need to calculate as number of each animals, that is to find the hens equals to. So as there are 5 ratio, it's an 5 by number of pots 32 into 416, which gives 65. Now number of ducks D equals to, so 14 by 32 into 416, which gives 182. So next to calculate the number of goats, so that is 13 by 32 into 416, which gives 169. So from form Q, 65 hens, 182 ducks and 169 goats have been sent to form P. So now let us add these numbers to get the original number in form P. So number of in form P, number of hens equals to, originally there are 65 in original plus 65 from Q, which gives 130. Next to calculate the ducks, in original there are 91 plus 180 from Q. So total you'll get 273. And sorry, and number of goats equals to, in original there are 169 in form P plus 169 from Q. So where we'll get 338. So new new ratio is 130 is to 273 is to 338. Now divide this number with an GCD, that is simplify the ratio by dividing number of their GCD to get the simplest form of the ratio. So that is divided by 13 is the GCD divided by 13. So where we get 10 is to 21 is to 26 is the new ratio in form P. So the option B is correct. Question number 9. It was estimated that 52 men can complete a strip in a newly constructed highway connecting cities P and Q in 10 days. Due to an emergency, 12 men were sent to another project. How many number of days more than the original estimate will be required to complete the strip? So here, to find out how many days more than the original estimate will be required to complete the strip with 12 men fewer, we can use the concept of man days. We can use the concept of man and days. So the number of men days required to complete the strip remain the same. So we can set up a proportion to solve for the new number of days. So the original is 52 men they can complete in 10 days. So now let X be the number of days required with 12 man less. So 12 fewer, that is they have been sent to the another project. So this situation can be written as 40 into, so 50 minus 12, that is 40 men into 50 minus 12 into number of days to complete the strip. So days to complete the strip. So now we can set an proportion, that man days proportion, 52 men will complete in 10 days, which will be equals to 40 men into X days. So this is the original, that is 52 men can complete in 10 days. How many days it will take to complete the project with 40 men only, that is 12 men fewer. So now solve for X. So here we'll get 40 X equals to 520, X equals to 520 divided by 40, which gives 13. So X equals to 13. The option D is correct. So with 12 men fewer, it will take 13 days to complete the strip. That is 3 days more than the original estimate of 10 days. Question number 10. For the past M days, the average daily production at a company was 100 units per day. If today's production of 180 units changes the average to 110 units per day, what is the value of M? So to find the value of M, we can assume the formula for the average. Let us use the formula to calculate the total production for the initial M days when the average was 100 units per day. So total production equals to average into number of days. Average into number of days, that is 100 into m. So now after today's production of 180 units, so today's production is 180 units. So now the average has been become 110. So we can calculate the new total production for m plus 1 days. So new production equals to 110 into m plus 1. So we know that the new total production is the sum of the old total production and today's production. So new production equals to total production, that is before the day plus today, that is 110 into m plus 1 equals to 100 m plus today's production is 180. Now we'll solve for m. So let us solve for m. So which can be written as 110m plus 110 equals to 100 m plus 180. Now divide with, sorry, subtract with 100m on both sides, which gives 10m plus 110 equals to 180. So 10m equals to 180 minus 110. So m equals to 70 by 10, where m equals to 7. So the option C is correct. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and leave a comment.